Hi, and welcome to another weekly connection. So, today we want to talk about how to keep your light shining even when the world seems dark. And sometimes it does. But remember that dark that you are seeing is that ego based, self serving part of humanity. And that we, as the light seeds, are shining the light on all those egos. And those egos are going crazy because they want to hold on to that power that they believe is truth. They don't think that love is truth. They think the power is. And the more power they get, and the insatiable appetite for that power never ceases, because it is not truth and it cannot give love. It's the age-old story. We know that story very well. So as the light seeds, and what is happening on the planet now, is that light is shining brightly on these self-serving people. And all of the pain and the struggle that causes people is being lit up. They are fighting for what they believe is true. You have to remember that. And they believe that they are the way, that they know. This is so typical. I mean, it is 3D behavior. We know that we are lighting the way. And the more we show it up, and the more crazy they get, and the more they buck, we know the light is getting brighter. So when the world seems so dark, and that everything is so awful, know that you are doing your job. Because we are exposing that. We are letting all see the light. We are letting them see the light. Because so many are transforming now to say, wait, maybe it's more about kindness and compassion. Maybe it's not just me. They aren't all waking up. I had experience with 3 deers last week. It was really interesting to me because they rammed me with their cart, proceeded to say, I didn't hit you. When of course they did. So the twisting of reality is what they want you to do. I sent them light and went on my way. Let them stay in that illusion when they still need to. But I choose to stay away from it. But it was very revealing for me to see, that they thought they could tell a blind person that something didn't happen that clearly did happen. Odd. Strange. Understandable. Remember, it's all about understanding it and not condoning it. Right? So I blasted the holy badippers out of them with a lot of light and went on my way. Because there are those that want to hold that illusion of power and control. And we just blast the light at it. So know that when we see that the dark is out there in full rage, that it is an act. And that our job is to respond from a 3D level, to not get angry or mad. Like, those guys didn't make me angry or mad. I laughed. And I'm like, wow, that was interesting. That they would believe or portray that they did believe. The opposite of what happened. This is what's happening in our world and in our society. So the 3D behavior, we light it up. We don't get angry. We don't respond. When these guys go dark, we go light. When they go dark, we hold and stand strong and be that beacon of light. And we don't let them push us into that dark with them. We don't let them put us into drama. We hold the light because we understand that that's the way. Through kindness, compassion, understanding. And we hold strong. Know that you are strong and that you can do this. It's wonderful to see many people transforming at this time. It was good for me to see those people and understand. Right? Not judge, understand. Send them a whopping wob of light that they can shift and change from their ego-based self. So let's do it together. So we're going to bring this in. By the way, I did a lot of tubing. And you know, I only teach tubing in Luminous Energy, which is coming up the 1st of March, first part of March, first week. I don't remember what it is. 6th, I think, of March. I only teach it, and I teach it once a year. So get online. The early discount is until, I think, the end of January. So that's where you learn a lot of techniques and a lot of stuff. So bring it up through your energy field, cup your hands in. There. And I did tube the holy heck out of the whole place. And a little ascension oil going around and down. There you go. Let's use our tensor disc. Now, since we're working on the dark energies on the planet that are trying to hold their power, let's go with the solar plexus today. All right? So we're going to go with that. I just love this thing. It brings you right into balance. You can just feel it. So visualize that light. Lord Mahay leading us, Lady Portia, Saint Germain, Joel Call. Come on, man. Anyway, a lot of them. Okay. So we do this. Welcome to my world. All right. So visualize that like gold, yummy, coming from source, coming all the way down through your body and out your feet and into the earth to the mother. And the mother always grabs onto you, holds you steadfast, connecting you heaven and earth. And that energy goes on down through into the grid to the mother, who is a bit frolicky lately. In case you haven't noticed, lots of earthquakes, lots of solar activity. Things are jumping. We bring our energy around that grid and back up our backs with the essence of the mother in it. And we feel that orbit going round and round and round. It feels good and safe and strong. And we bring that energy down and around and up. And now we let that essence, that light fill all 12 of our auras. And we let it fill as much as we need to stay strong, to know that we are the light beam and that we will shine brightly, as bright as we can. And we are this cocoon of light. And this cocoon of light protects us from all the crazy and allows us to remember and not fall into 3D drama. Staying in our cocoon lets us use that shield to see and understand 3D behavior. So we radiate out to the well of the mother. Feel the energies. Feel them all helping us and assisting us, sending us, beaming us every day, every minute, beaming all they can at all of the light seeds. So we get the job done soon. Everyone wants the job done soon. Feel their energy, connect with their energy, and bring in that love that they are sending you through the well of the mother. And the more we bring that energy in, and the stronger we get by holding our lights, we clear this DNA structure of 3D. And we do it enough so that the whole collective consciousness is no longer a 3D DNA, but a 5D 12-strand helix. We know how well we're doing because the sacral chakra no longer falls into the old 3D behavior. We come from a place of understanding instead of criticism or judgment or anger or fear. And when we falter, when there's a trigger there of something in us that doesn't feel that love and understanding yet, we bring it right to the spleen. And we fill that light. We use that opalescent light. And I teach you that in Luminous energy. Otherwise, you can get it online. But it's an opalescent light in this case. And we fill it, and we fill it until we get that understanding. And we radiate that out, the solar plexus, for everyone else to get the understanding. And we bring that light into our empathic shield, our liver. And we see on our shield that reflection of whatever that obstacle was. Let's say that couple that ran into me. And I understand. I understand that they need to control their world in whatever way they can and in every way they can, whether it's true or false. And I take that energy right out my heart and I send them all the love I can send because I understand. And I hope they grow beyond that. I hope they can grow to love, kindness, and compassion. And I know that I'm creating, you are creating, and we are creating together this world of love, kindness, and compassion. And it is happening. And you can see it happening through all the darkness. And express that in all that you are, in all that you do. Because you are not a 3D being responding to drama and criticisms and judgments. You're a 5D being that responds with love, kindness, and compassion. You know this. You feel it. Don't be afraid. The dark is an illusion of the mind. Know that the light is all there is. So shine your light, shine your crown, and beam that light out. Sing through your telepathic notch to all of humanity, that they may also love, because it's all we really want. So we send that light, we send that love, and we understand the darkest and most dastardly of dudes. We understand. We don't condone them. We help them, send them light, help them grow. And that's our job as the light seeds. And we hold that light good 20 inches out. We wear as much light as it takes to get this job done. First for you, so that you stay 5D, stay light, be the beacon, and then for all of humanity. It's a wonderful job. It's so wonderful to be here as we see humanity waking up after all these years and the error dissolving before our eyes. We have waited so long for this moment since the fall, which didn't even happen on 3D Earth. It happened in much higher dimensions, but has filtered down to here, the resting place, the final point, 3D Earth, to be dissolved by you and I forever. And our job, we are taking it to 80%, 80 of it away, leaving 20%, which will leave us with a kind and compassionate world to live in, with no war, no anger, no fear, but love and understanding how to remove the conflicts. So here we are, where those 3 deers are roaring. And our job is to hold the light, to quiet them down until the lion lies down with the lamb. We are so close. So keep it up, keep going, and we will hit the point where we start to see a shift in all of humanity, and even the 3 deers will relinquish because they want love. So be the light 24/7. Wear your shield as strong and as forceful as you can all the time. Because that's why you're here, to be this beacon, to shine the light in the darkness. It's such a good job. And you're doing great. So I love you, and I'll see you next time. Hey, hi, I'm Jaculin Dorman from Chakra Life, and I want to talk to you about a spiritual workshop that we put on about once a year. And it's a spiritual study class, and it comes from a lot of my interesting gifts and techniques that are, of course, because I have been unable to see the 3D world my entire life. So I was also very ill as a child, and techniques that are taught are the ones that they gave me as a child to help me get through all of the crazy, crazy stuff that 3D had to offer me, which was a lot. So in Energy Radiance, we want to share these techniques and you're going to meet the masters that work with us it's luminous energy, and it used to be called energy radiance, but luminous energy contains far more information than energy radiance ever thought of doing, because we get into so much more than we did in the classes that were before. So this is a new series that is in 2 parts, and it has the spiritual part, which is a 4-week workshop coming up in April, and then the healing part, which will be an in-person practical workshop that will happen after the original luminous energy spiritual. So you have to do the spiritual study, and then you can do the healing study. Anyway, but it's a lot of fun. And the thing is that as we are working in transition and we are moving forward to the 5th, a lot of what you're trying to comprehend about 5D can only be done through your extrasensories. So we talk a lot about that. We connect you with all of your extra senses in the study course, the one that's coming up in April. And we want you to become more 5D connected. And that has always been the purpose of this workshop. So you're going to learn how to remove conflict. You're going to learn how to feed yourself light on a regular basis, which is a first step to prana. But you're going to do that, and then you're going to learn how to create a vortex within yourself to not only block negativity, but remove it. So that's really important, and we do that. And then we connect you with the understanding. In the weekly connections, I talk about the central sun and certain celestials. So we're also going to connect you with that so that you understand the different aspects through time, where we're heading to now, what it means, and who are those celestials, and what is the central sun that we connect to. Because within that, we're also going to teach you how to connect to the mother and her aura and energy field. And then you also, we talk about the 7 laws of nature. So, we also want to work about what we can change, what we cannot. And then, of course, the last technique that you learn is how to remove your neuroses. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes I can be neurotic. So it's really helpful. So this class is all about techniques for bettering yourself, for expanding yourself, and to move us all into the 5th dimension. So I hope you'll join me. Go on my website, chakralife.com, and sign up. Thank you. Bye.